So I just click on Write Mode here. So Write Mode is where I would enter text into ReadOn or use it as a writing tool. So I'll start here with a new screen. So if I'm using it as a writing tool, if I want to, I can go to Options and, oops, there's the mouse, Write Style, and have ReadOn say each letter and say each word as I'm typing. So I'm getting that auditory feedback as I'm typing.
T-H-I-S, this, I-S, is, A-A-T-E-X-X-T, text.
So when I make a spelling error, the word will come up in red, and then I right click on it, and then over to the right hand side the talking spell check will come up. So if I happen to have recorded an image for a word, which I happen to have for this one, then a little picture frame will come up. If I click on that, I can access the image, and if I want to, I can also have ReadOn read the definition.
Text, the main part of the printed material on a page, not including notes or pictures.
And if I want to listen to the word, I just click on the speaker.
Text.
And that is correct, so then I would click on the tick and it will change the word for me. And if I want to copy a text into ReadOn, then I can just go to the internet, for example. And this is about the platypus. I just highlight the text that I want to copy into ReadOn. Then go Edit, Copy, and close that, and then Edit, Paste, and the text is there. If I want to, I can go into Read Mode and access all of those reading functions, or in Write Mode, I can highlight the text, then click on Speak, and ReadOn will read it to me.
The platypus seems weird to people because it lays eggs and is a mammal, but really it's just a creature that's just very specialized to do what platies do best.
So when students are doing research and they might be quite capable of understanding a text but unable to read it, using ReadOn, that opens up that whole world of print that had previously been inaccessible to the student independently. So it's pretty powerful. And also when using ReadOn as a writing tool, I'll just delete this and I'll go back into Options, Write Style, and I'll just turn off the say each letter and say each word as I type. When students don't use punctuation or forget to use punctuation, ReadOn can be really powerful as an editing tool. I'll just go back and change that. So here I finished my story, and then I'll listen to it back. And to really drive home, I guess, the fact that the student hasn't used punctuation, some voices are better at doing this than others, and a really good one is Microsoft Mary, because she won't stop unless there is punctuation there. So if we just listen.
This is my story and it is a good story and you will like it, and so on and so on and so on.
So it'll be quite obvious to the student that they need to put a break in there, so Microsoft Mary can take a break. So what we might do is try putting a comma here and just listen and see how that sounds. I won't go through the whole thing, we'll just stop here.
This is my story, and it is a good story.
And you can hear that the voice has actually recognised that comma and taken a little break. So really powerful as an editing tool for students. And also we find that when students have substituted words, so used, especially high frequency words, used the wrong word, when they read it back themselves, sometimes it's difficult to pick that word substitution up. But when they use ReadOn and they hear it read out, it's easier to detect those word substitutions as well. So that's basically it with the write mode functions and the read mode functions. So as you can see, ReadOn is a really powerful assistive and therapeutic tool for the literacy classroom, and not just for students with reading and writing difficulties, but for all students. What we found is once ReadOn has been purchased and put into a classroom, then many more students are using ReadOn, particularly as a writing tool for editing their work, and also for English as a second language students to help build vocabulary and confidence.